What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the Brew Lab, I'm coming at you with another standard deck. Having a lot of problems with Explorer, guys. Not only do I not really enjoy the format like as much as I do standard, so there's that, but that's a personal thing. However, that's not the reason why I'm having the problem. The problem is, I think, because there's not a lot of people playing it. Case in point, go watch the Boros Convoke video from yesterday. I run into the same opponent 4 times in a row on the ladder, and the excuse still held a bit of ground 3-4 days ago. You know, oh, I'm early in Mythic, there's not that many people in Mythic yet. But as I'm recording this video, it's the 12th of the month. There's plenty of people in Mythic. And today, again, in testing, I was trying out some of my own Explorer brews. Still waiting for my subscribers to send in some deck lists. And I ran into the same opponent 4 times in a row again. And then last night, it was 3 times in a row the same opponent. Always on the Explorer ladder. I don't know what's going on. I think the problem is mostly to do with the fact that a lot of people are really enjoying playing with the Lord of the Rings cards. So the Historic and Alchemy queues are stealing some players away from Explorer, as well as Draft and Limited. But also probably a little bit of something to do with the fact that there's this Explorer anthology being released soon. And the general consensus from the Magic community, at least as far as Twitter is concerned, is that Wizards of the Coast once again completely missed it. Like, it just total trash, rubbish cards that like don't have a real reason to exist. And you know, if their stated goal is to make Pioneer, you know, finally bring all of Pioneer onto the client, then these cards that they're releasing in this anthology like just don't make any sense. But I don't know enough about it. I'm just you know, feeling the community's general reaction through things like Twitter and whatnot, and everybody's up in an uproar, so maybe that's also why there's less people playing Explorer. Whatever the case might be, I am going to be jamming some standard again, and just waiting for my subscribers to send me some of those deck lists, so that we can then play some Explorer with some subscriber brews. Yeah, that's enough of introduction. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Simply called Angels of Peril. And it is a Orzhov Angel Tribal deck. Those are like some of my favorite words to say. You all know how much I love me some Orzhov. Let's put on the Orzhov sleeves while we're at it. And you all know how much I love me a tribal deck. So this just fits all of the Lone Fox happy 2 thumbs up. Basically, it's the type of deck where we get to play a sweeper and creatures. I've always really enjoyed that. So if we've got a Light Shield Array in play, we can just sack it, give all of our creatures indestructible, and just sweep the board. Also really like doing something similar, you know, if you don't have the Gobakhan, because it's not immediately obvious that you'll always be able to flip one of these things. The other way we can do it is having Liesa, Forgotten Archangel, in play, and then sweep the board. You'll lose your Liesa, but all of the opponent's stuff gets exiled, and all of your stuff ends up back in your hand, and you can recast it again. So, very nice. I like that about this deck, and I thought I'd point it out. Everything else is not really so new that I need to go over every single card. Just a couple of things I want to mention. First of all, Serra Paragon and Invasion of Gobakhan. Mwah! You can just keep looping them. Sacrifice it, give everything indestructible, it ends up in the graveyard, cast it again with the Serra Paragon in play, and they just keep on coming. And that's really nice. Also, the same thing can be said about Field of Ruin, where you can do some land destruction, and then it ends up in the yard, and you just cast it again with the Serra Paragon, and just keep looping the Field of Ruins, which is the reason behind that decision. So I think I'm going to cut this Takenuma. Okay, let's just leave it as it is. So I've gone up to 25 lands. Because we have a slightly higher curve than usual, with of course, the Steel Seraph, like unprototyped, is fudging those numbers a little bit, but we really top out at 5. Other spicy one-offs that I just want to quickly touch upon before we jump into the games is Invasion of New Capenna, with the hilariously named Holy Frazzle Cannon on the backside. When it enters the battlefield, you can sacrifice an artifact or creature, And then when you do, you can exile a target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Often it's the Inspiring Overseer that gets the, that we sack. Anyway, we don't care because we keep bringing them back. Either with the Paragon or with the Liesa, the Inspiring Overseers keep coming back. And then we get to hopefully flip the Invasion of New Capenna into the Holy Frazzle Cannon, which is its equipment that cares about tribal synergies. So whenever you attack with one of your angels, it'll get a +1/+1 counter as well as every other angel you have on the battlefield, whether they're attacking or not. It's just so freaking cool. I hope we get to see it go off at least once during tonight's gameplay footage. Other spicy one of is Drana and Linvala, just one of these team-up cards from March of the Machine. First time playing this one, it just stops your opponent's activated abilities on their creatures from being activated, and Drana and Linvala gain all of those abilities. What's a good example? In testing, I had the opponent, he had Canker Bloom on the battlefield, and he was trying to destroy my Light Shield array, and he couldn't sack the Canker Bloom, and I could see him, like, trying to figure it out, and then he went and, his mouse highlighted my Drana, he read it, and then it, it's little things like that. I wonder if it's worth the slot, but anyway, with Giada in play, you can play it on turn 3, and have like a 3-mana 4/5 flying vigilance. That's just pretty decent anyway, especially considering there's so many people playing control right now in Mythic. We've reached that point in the month where everybody who's playing aggro, has already gotten into Mythic with their aggro deck, and now they're playing the stuff they actually enjoy playing, and there's a lot of people playing Esper control, Azorius control, Dimir control. I'm running into it a lot, and that is a very bad matchup, unfortunately, for this deck, but we'll just have to do our best. Got a little bit of removal, plenty of ways of saving our guys, recursive threats, some card draw, some life gain. What's wrong? Nothing. Let's jump into some games, see how it performs on the Mythic ladder. And hopefully, no case of the streamer's curse. One's burning plastic. That's the one thing with Southeast Asia. It's like the people's haven't been educated as to why burning trash is a bad thing. And, okay. Now, depending on what they play next, we'll either go... Oof. Okay, let's go for the Gobakhan. See if it gets countered. I knew it. I would rather the Gobakhan gets countered than my Giada, but this is not looking great. If you burn plastic, something like 9 different cancerogenous chemicals are released into the atmosphere, and when you breathe them, you get cancer, and like people are lighting these piles of trash on fire in front of their house, and all their children are playing football in front of the trash and breathing in all the smoke. It's just like, wow. Great. I want to miss their land drop. I wish I knew what the hell was going on here, but we are pretty happy with the situation, because we are not missing our land drops. Give me a break, man. Just give me a break, man. Unbelievable what he's managed to pull off with 2 lands. There we go. I'm not willing to risk it. If another, make disappear will just be a real disaster. So, cool. Good guy. Alright, that basically just doesn't count. I'll take it. A win's a win, but opponent couldn't find his mana. Wow, it's really strong. Oof. And I know that smells so well by now, living in Southeast Asia for the last 15 odd years. It's just plastic. People setting plastic on fire. It's so bad. Alright, that's a fantastic hand if we get to actually play our creatures, because it's looking like control. No! Maybe it's Knights, Azorius Knights? Maybe it's just Azorius mid-range? Wow, all 3 Giadas opening like 10 cards of the library. Top 9 cards of the library. 3 Giadas. I'm expecting a Adeline. Last thing I was expecting. Like, literally. The very last thing I was expecting. Ba-dunk!
Organic minds are easily quelled.
What's going on here? And then we go for the Steel Seraph and hope there's no counterspell. Nice. However, like, watch. Do you want to bet there's some Sunfalls in this deck? I'm ready to bet big bucks there's Sunfall in this deck. Alright, so... boop. We go with the Vigilance. So if there's Wandering Emperor, you know. Yeah, it was definitely a Wandering Emperor. Oh, Deluge, okay. It still just makes me more and more worried about a Sunfall. It is definitely like the worst possible thing that could happen to us. If he doesn't have it... Next! Did they have to print that card? Like, honestly, just let me know in the comments. Am I exaggerating? Like, what the hell was Wizards thinking? How can this be a thing? A 5-mana sweeper that exiles everything and has an upside, like a really good upside, in a format that already includes Farewell. Like, maybe you could have not done that, Wizards, but maybe that's just the, you know, the side of me that isn't a control mage, and all the control mages that are watching this video are like, of course we needed that. How are we supposed to win games against aggro decks? Well, I don't know. The million other freaking removal spells and sweepers and that white has access to, and everything just seems to exile these days. Plus Wandering Emperor, you know, like, I really don't think that they needed that card. That's a terrible opener. Also very bad, but whatever. I'm not gonna mulligan twice. So, sorry, Liesa. Let's see. If it's red, maybe we stand a chance with the Path of Peril. If we can actually draw our lands. The number of times that you put Liesa on the bottom and the next card is a Liesa. Their algorithm is broken. Like, I'm convinced of the fact. At this point. Okay. Please give me a freaking black source, like now. Or I will be so angry. At least I don't take the 3 from the lightning strike. please, deck, please. If there is a, you know, if there's a god up there, I need a black source, like, next turn. Please. No swing? I still take damage. Of course not. 25 lands in the deck. And we're behind on mana to the mono-red gamer. Hello? Okay. Yeah, of course. I'll block the chicks. Why wouldn't I? I just cannot with this crap anymore. I'm starting to lose my mind. Like, how is it possible? 25 land deck to just not get more than 2 in the top 10. I don't understand. I just don't understand. It's too much to take sometimes. Like, I really get so frustrated. I struggle. I try my best to work on it. Like, not lose my cool when I'm playing Magic, because I know it makes my decision making worse, and I get like, yeah, and I know my viewers don't necessarily just want to watch an hour of Lone Fox losing his mind on camera, but like, 2 lands, and all you need is just that one more, and we would have wiped the crap out of that opponent. Like, all of his 2-drops, bye-bye, gone. No, sorry, we're not gonna give it to you. And you can just lose to mono red again. But this is a great hand. Kind of just in general. Gobakhan into Steel Seraph is groovy. Let's see. Also, we're on the... Ooh, Rakdos. Nice. Brotherhood's End on 3 is not gonna get there fast enough for us. Wait, let me just think about this. So if I play my Steel Seraph next turn, then he plays a land. Then it's my turn, I can swing. Yeah, he doesn't have the time to get out the Brotherhood's End. So let's take the Obnix instead. Jadar? Yeah, cool. Now I'm actually gonna go for the second invasion here. Gotta be the Ogre Head Helm. A card that I haven't seen on the battlefield in I don't know how long. Fingers crossed. Opportunist. Fine with me. Very nice. Now we are loving life. We can go boop. We can't draw any cards. We can also boop. Third Gobakhan. Oh, yes. Vigilance here. And flip one of these. Sure. What can he do here? He like can sack it and then draw a card, draw 3. That's not bad. But he doesn't. Does he have to pay to do that? No. I would do that if I were you, my friend, but he doesn't go. Oh, he does. Okay, nice. Nice little combo there, my friend. I like that a lot. Will be the concealing curtains, almost certainly. Double light shield already. Let's go. Okay, it's got reconfigure 3, so he can't do that again this turn. Okay, he can. Okay. Okay. Path of Peril now would be so sweet. Or that. Because now I'm going to start gaining some life. Why not? Why not? Oh, that was a spicy meatball. Sure.
I don't need
-2 +1.
just obedience.
Okay.
My goons will make quick work of you. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
What do we want off the top here? Well, not that. Basically. Life gain. So you and you.
Don't think you're some
Bluff, we have something. And then we can just win next turn. So, whatevs. May sacrifice a permanent, so that's also cool. We don't have to do that.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
It's 19 damage. Decline. Let's go with lifelink again, I guess. Maybe vigilance would be the better option, but nah, I'm just gonna freaking go for it. Yeah, it's just exactly 0, I think. Alright, he can gain 2 more here. Takes him to 19, and we've got 12 plus 7. Smack bang on the dot. Woo! Baby, baby! Triple Gobakhan, that was sick. Alright. How are we doing for time? 26 minutes in. Pretty happy. Other than that stinky, like, algorithm problems when we just couldn't find a third land against mono red. Otherwise, stoked. Very much stoked with the performance of this little angel brew so far. So good. Hypnotic. What you got for me, Hypnotic? Let's go. Nah. Jesus. Okay, I guess. At least we got the Gobakhan on 2. Skrelly boy. Let's get rid of that. Talia. Voice of the Blessed. Okay. In that case, I will go invasioning now, just to check it out. Well, that's pretty crappy. What did you top deck? Another voice. Oof, give me that Path of Peril now. Woo! No such luck. Alright. So it's gotta be the Giada, and let's hope he doesn't find his 4th land for Serra Paragon. That's about all I can say right now. At least we'll be able to swing. Doesn't look like he found it. Yay! Sorry, opponent. I know how much that sucks. I'm also desperate for a white source. Good game. Yeah, boy! Whew, Gobakhan is such a card, man. Like that Wandering Emperor, like just that knowledge of what he had, like was allowed me to play in a certain way that you wouldn't have, you know, like Duress or whatever, but just in white with all that upside. God, I love that card. It's a really, really good card. I definitely think creature decks needed something like that. I just wish there was something to do about freaking Sunfall. All right, final match. Nah, we got at least 2 more in us. That was really quick. Okay. Keepable. Okay. Guess we just have to run this into a lightning strike. There's still a chance that it won't. If we get lucky, we can... okay, sweet. I had a feeling that that's what he was gonna jam out. We have no way of dealing with artifacts, unfortunately. But who cares when you can just put huge creatures on the battlefield quickly, right? We should be able to stay ahead of this Urabrask's Forge. Also considering our guys have vigilance, and we can also start gaining quite a bit of life next turn. I'm not going to block this time, just in case. Oof. Double forge. Nice. Woo. Alright. So, in this case... No. Nada. In this case, I'm gonna go... Bam. And gain some freaking life. Good luck, opponent. Love Rabrask's Forge and Churning Reservoir together. Such a cool, like, combination of cards. But it's not going to be enough against my power. Pure power! That should be the game, no? The Boon-Bringer Valkyrie. Put it there. Life gain here. Bye-bye. Woo! Ah, big flying angels with life gain. It's always been something I enjoy. And if it just, you know, in Orzhov on top of it, oh, hell yeah. Final match of the night. Let's end on a win. A little bit shorter than usual, but, you know, we did everything the deck's supposed to do nice and quickly, and the games were fast, so I don't feel the need to go the full 45 minutes with this one. What I would love, is if we got lucky enough to actually get that Frazzle cannon thing going, the Invasion of New Capenna. That will be just really just put a cherry on top of what has been a fantastic little run on the ladder. Ooh, if you lose this match, you're gonna go out of the numbers. It's not amazing, but I'll keep it because we can go, you know, 2 and 3 with some removal against whatever. Yeah, mono red. Ooh, hello, Liesa. It's got to be the festivities because that can kill the Overseer. Now he'll go to Felden. Oh, even better. Warfare, we can't block anything. Urgh. Okay. Okay. Please give me a land. Liesa will be our savior here. Oof. Okay, now we obviously have to block the etchings with our Inspiring Overseer. Just, you know, reduce that damage as much as possible. Yes! Baby, yes. Life gain. Now, I'm gonna use the Light Shield Array and block aggressively. If I have to. Because double Mechanized Warfare is no joke. Yes! Get here, Mono Red. Get out of here. I'm going to steal a line from Malone. Alright, guys. That's going to have to do it for tonight. Unfortunately, no Frazzle Dazzle Cannon, but we've arrived at the 35-minute mark. And I do have some editing to get to and some work that I need to do for my actual job. So, gonna end things a little sooner than usual. Jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts and overall review. Does the deck have bad matchups? Of course it does. We saw the matchup with, you know, any kind of Sunfall deck. Probably you're gonna lose. It's a little bit too slow. The only decks that can beat Sunfall dot deck is like Mono White with the tax from Anointed Peacekeeper and Talia, or Mono Red, which can just go fast enough and you kill them before they can even cast the Sunfall. Any other creature deck that can't tax, can't, you know, maybe we get lucky, you Invasion of Gobakhan, the one in their hand, and maybe they don't draw another one. But otherwise, like, it's not quite fast enough for that. You know, we can't, basically what I'm trying to say is we can't kill them by turn 5, and then Sunfall, we just concede. There's like very little comeback mechanic from Sunfall in this deck. You'll just be left top decking into more counter spells and whatnot. But when we run into Mono Red and other creature-based decks, then suddenly amazing, as you saw. So yeah, that's my review. Take it as you will. And I hope you take the deck for a spin on the ladder. And of course, as always, if you do, let me know in the comments how it went, what changes you made, you know, what you would have put in the deck of different, so on and so forth. But that is going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage. I hope you all enjoyed it. Kindly consider leaving a thumbs up, a comment, and of course, subscribe. I will see you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the Brew Lab, signing out. Peace, y'all.